Doing this one thing allowed me to build a £4 million property portfolio. It might sound crazy. This is no get rich quick scheme, unfortunately. This is about property investing. And the one thing that allowed me to be able to build a £4 million portfolio was learning the skill of how to raise finance. Because guess what? At the time, I was in the corporate world. Yes, I made a decent amount of money. Some might argue it was a good salary, but I didn't think it was a good salary. I wanted to make more money from property and realized, okay, property, unfortunately, is such an expensive business to be part of. You need hundreds of thousands to buy an average property in the UK, unfortunately. It is what it is, right? So I'm thinking, okay, if I'm working and I have a job, yes, I can save some money and start to look at buying property. But ultimately, I saw that as a slow way to do so. Like, it's going to take me years to save 100 grand, for example, to just buy one property. And for me, I was like, there must be another way. And getting exposed to other people that were doing this thing of raising money from other individuals, providing a value transaction whereby they can go out there, speak to someone who's got money, raise the money from them, utilize that money to be able to buy the property they want. And the strategy they're obviously doing is something where it's like a value add in terms of like they can add value to the property and therefore they can recycle the capital back from that deal to be able to pay back the investors plus interest. So I was like, no way. If I can do something like that, why would I not just look at raising money and accelerate the time in which it takes for me to save the money for one and rinse and repeat that model? And that thing, when I heard it for the first time, I was like, okay, I need to learn how this works. So guess what? I went and found the person that's obviously done the thing that I want to do and learn from them. I didn't try and figure it out myself and think, okay, I've got the concept, but let me just figure out how to raise the money, and try and guess my way of doing it. And I was like, this person's obviously done it 10 times over, can teach me. I'm going to go and learn from them. So that is literally what I did. And for me, that was like a light bulb moment when I found out that is something that you can attain, i.e. through being able to raise capital from individuals. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, how can I do the same? You've got to learn the skill of raising capital. Yes, you can try and save your way there, but how many years would it take? In my case, I've got a £4.5 million property portfolio. For me to be able to amass that level of property, like I would have to save millions of pounds. I guess the question for you is, how fast can you save millions of pounds? For some, you might never even save millions of pounds in your whole entire career. So meaning that achievement is unattainable. Just to put some context behind that, it took me 3 years to be able to build that portfolio. So if you want to attain that level of portfolio, guess what? You have to learn the skill. Like I said, obviously you can figure out how to do it through earning and saving your way. Or even some people like to kind of look at maybe, let me go do some flips, i.e. go buy a property, add some value to it, sell it, and then keep creating capital that way and allow you to start buying. Again, how scalable is that as a method? For me, that is so slow. Let's say it took you 6 months to buy a house, renovate, and then have it sold, which, to be honest, is quite ambitious. For most people, it can drag on. Sales, we know, aren't always straightforward. People say they want to buy a property, they pull out the sale, and go back on the market again, looking for someone to buy the property off us. And so for me, it's just a slow way in doing it. Like the person that goes and does that as a strategy versus me who goes and raises money day one, finds the money, buys a property, adds value to it, and retains it for income. I am going to be miles ahead in terms of acquiring assets and providing myself income, which is recurring. And for me, I think a lot of people that will relate to this, they want to build income. They want that level of security where if their job goes left or they don't want to work anymore, they've got something that provides them. They've done the hard work once and is repaying them month on month on month. So if that's you and you want to get into that quickly, like I said, raising capital for me is that one thing that I learned that allowed me to do that. So if you want to replicate what I've done, you've got to learn that skill. Obviously, alongside learning the strategy, right? You can't just raise money and hope to just go and build a £4 million portfolio. I obviously had the knowledge of how I was going to allocate that money. So what I would say is the prerequisite to be able to raise money is actually having a know-how of the strategy you're going to go and allocate the money to. Because if you haven't got that plan figured out, you won't be confident when it comes to the raise finance. When you're sitting in front of someone that has the money to potentially lend towards your deal, you won't be able to portray the confidence that you know exactly how that money is going to be allocated to this deal and what exactly you're going to use that money to be able to do and how you're going to maintain that money and ensure that it's safe. For some, I know the fear is, I don't want to go and take someone's money just in case I lose it. People that have that kind of mindset tells me that you don't have a know-how. Because if you had a know-how, you would not be fearful of taking someone else's money and going to do the thing that you want to do. Like, if you got to have confidence in what you're about to do to be able to go and borrow money and know that money's going to be safe. And so for me, when I go raising money, I don't feel like, or even have the mindset of, I'm going to lose their money. And for me, it's a given. Like, I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. I know exactly what the outcome is. I'm not guessing my way out. It's all calculated and know exactly what to do. So for me, when I say go raise money, you need to know how to utilize that money and allocate that money. And that comes through education. So I would say invest in your education, get knowledgeable. And once you're confident in the process, you can go and raise money to allow you to accelerate your portfolio and buy at a rapid pace than you ever will trying to save it or earn your way there. It's just, for me, it's a fact. You can raise money faster than you can ever earn it. And I'd love someone to prove me wrong on this one, but that is a reality. Like I said, there's no way I could have built a £4 million portfolio trying to save my way there. I don't know, maybe I could. Obviously, technically it's possible. You can obviously look to earn money, but like for the average person, how long would that take? Do you know what I mean? To be able to do something like that. Some people won't even see that in their lifetime. If you're obviously in a high earning job and you can save, I don't know, 100 grand a year, maybe, then yeah, of course you can probably do that. But how long would that take you? Again, you might take 10 years to deliver on that. It took me 3. So that's the point I'm trying to make. You can raise money faster and scale faster. We've been able to raise money from your network, people around you, building a network that people know, like, and trust, and therefore are willing to part with their money, knowing that you're providing them value. And it's not just they're just giving you money. No, there's a value exchange that's happening. Someone doesn't just get up and give you their money. Hence why they're happy to give you the money and let you go and do what you want to do. So if you want to learn how to raise capital, I've taught a number of students how to raise capital alongside a strategy called BRR HMO. This allows people to raise money, buy property, and convert them to multiple units, which they then rent out for high income. So again, if you're looking for a high income strategy in terms of property investing, I recommend BRR HMO as to go to, because that is the one where you can see £1,500, £2,000 a month from a single property versus just simple buy to lets or other strategies that are out there. So again, like I was saying, if you're interested, feel free to reach out. There's a link in the description to find out more. And obviously, if you're not interested, that's no problem. I'll just see you in the next video. Take care, guys.